What's good, YouTube land? The Ultimate Form here, back again once again, and today we are here for episode 18 of our Let's Play of Horizon Zero Dawn. In the last episode, we did a bit of travel, took on Zeta Cauldron, which gave us the ability to override some of the strongest machines in the games, including the Thunderjaw and the Stormbird. I haven't shown off the Thunderjaw just yet, but we will do so eventually. That will come across our path and it will be something we have to do. In this episode, we are going off a request of a dead Oseram, and this should lead us to the claim, an area that I came across before. Oh! But I haven't overridden a charger before. I guess we got to come up with a name for her too. For this, we will be heading northwest into the claim to do the quest Death from the Skies, as we heard about the village of Pitchcliff being under attack from Glinthawks. So if you like what you see here today, please make sure you slap that like button, subscribe if you haven't already. That's a Ravager. Oh god, that's a Ravager. That's not something I want to fight right now. Yes, share with your family and friends and all that jazz. Oof, boy, that Ravager act has me feeling some type of way. Come on, let's ride. See if you try and ignore us. But this is a perfect opportunity for us to talk about the Oseram. Our first example of an Oseram was Erend, who we met back at the beginning of the game. The Oseram are quite different to the other people that we've met so far. We've met the Nora, the Karja, we've seen the Banuk, but we'll explore the Banuk eventually later. But the Oseram are different. They are tinkerers, they're miners, they are all the things that the Nora are not. They are held very much in contrast to the Nora because they are very much...
Those scrappers must be salvaging metal.
Very different. Slow down a little bit, Charger. They have a different philosophy like all the other races, where the Karja and the Nora developed more religious, religious-based ideologies and thus cultural systems around it. The Oseram believe that the world is not an organism, i.e. a mother, and Mother Nature is a thing, but the entire world is a mechanism, a great machine, which is also kind of true. Organic things have, like, biological mechanisms, and they work in similar fashions to our understanding of machinery, so they're not half wrong. I'm going to need my rope caster as well, because we're going to be fighting against Glinthawks, so something that we have to be bearing in mind. You'll see that there's a distinctive lack of trees and stuff. They are... Oseram are, as I said, the miners, the tinkerers, the builders, and unlike other races, other peoples and tribes that seem to live off nature, the kind of the exception with the Karja, because they built stuff as well, but let's talk about that later. They are the kind of people who we used to be back in during our tribal phase, where we used to like deforest huge areas and kind of those kind of things. So I guess we should hold our conversation about them for now.
Glinthawks. This must be Pitchcliff.
All my shots are missing. This is not helping. Ooh, dear me. Let's have something a bit fast firing. I have to focus when fighting Glinthawks because Glinthawks beat me up so incredibly. Oh, those are frost arrows. Why Glinthawks have chill water, I will never understand. That one's stunned. Crit. Okay, that hurt them. I'm sorry.
Too great a gap.
I think that's all of them.
Missed again.
There we go.
What made this Glinthawks attack? I better speak to whoever's in charge.
Whew. That's annoying. They're fighting something else.
Armor's not enough. Find cover.
Easy. Need a Ravager lens. Did I need anything from Glinthawks? I can't remember. Anyhow, we can actually talk about the social structure of the Oseram. Because these kind of episodes that we have here present an opportunity for us to talk about the peoples and how they were designed. The Oseram are weird, where you have a matriarchy with the Nora and you have a patriarchy with the Karja, and somewhat the Banuk, even though gender roles don't necessarily mean the same thing to the Banuk, because the Banuk are weird. The Oseram are somewhat that in between, so they are a patriarchy for all intents and purposes, but they have very particular roles for women.
We're exhausted. It's the third flock we faced today.
The Glenhall flock today, Jesus. They are generally a patriarchy, but women do have certain roles. But the Oseram men are a bit weird in terms of the women sit in positions of authority within the house, but once that's a big rat. But once outside of the house, that's where the men are. Men are generally the warriors, the explorers, the miners, and women tend to take roles as the builders, the forgers, and the ones who do like all the other stuff within Oseram society. So that's kind of good. Oseram are generally identified by their clothing. They're one of the few tribes that has a lot of leather work in their stuff. They used to use them for aprons when forging and crafting, but as they developed, they added metal, and it's the same thing for their buildings. They believe that even they have anvils, like they actually thought of anvils. That took us like hundreds of years to do. They are.
I've never been more terrified in my life.
Their houses are normally built of wood and clay, and then in places like Pitchcliff, which is a larger settlement, they add metal bindings to them. We can talk about their design aesthetics later, but as you can see from around us, they have not necessarily ornate nature. They, unlike the Karja, but everything has purpose and function, and they prefer purpose and function over aesthetics. So let's see. You can see this in the garments that you get for the Oseram. So like their spear worker a lot of leather, and it serves its purpose, really. But then when you look at Karja wear, it's very ornate, not necessarily fit for purpose. Unlike the Nora stuff, which is kind of a mix of both. Or Nora clothes are a bit ostentatious at times. What's up there? What's this? I don't know what that is, but it's a main frequency being picked up by my focus. Okay, that will probably become important soon. I think where we have to go is up here. The Oseram are led by a elder who is normally appointed, called an alderman. Typically men. They do generally manage all the disputes and stuff within a clan, but each clan or each hold is self-governing, but they come together in a rather informal democracy where everyone kind of argues their point. Oseram love arguing as much as they love drinking and making stuff out of metal. Oh, start up here.
The whole town.
But this is Pitchcliff is an example of a more built-up Oseram home, where each family kind of resides in each house, and they'll have like just about everything they need. There'll be an area for forging and crafting, and yeah, that's pretty much the bare bones stuff. We can talk about the history a little bit later, because their history with the Karja and during the Red Raids is something of great importance. Let me go and get this real quick.
You just flew in on a rainbow and saved our sorry slags. Where'd you come from?
A man named Hackard outside the village warned me.
Traitor! I ordered him to stay put. I'll throw him in irons.
He's dead.
What? That scorched out, filthy, rotten dirtwad of a brother. Why didn't he listen? Why?
He was worried you and the entire town would be killed. Do you have any idea what could be drawing the Glinthawks?
So let's talk about the laws.
Has anyone come trying to sell lures? They're devices that attract machines.
Is that real? Is that some sort of Nora joke?
I'll take that as a no. Has anything changed that might have lured the Glinthawks? Have you left machine scrap lying around?
No. Oseram use our scrap, not like the Karja. They only keep the pretty parts.
So the Karja have been leaving scrap around?
Here? Never. If a Karja wasted scrap on my watch, I'd pick it up and make him eat it.
Even though the Oseram and the Karja have a good relationship, some Oseram are not particularly okay with that.
Why do you think the Karja have anything to do with the Glinthawks?
We built this outpost to protect against the Karja. Now they're coming here to trade. Fine. Their shards are as good as anyone's. But everyone knows that they want this place. Come to think of it, they want every place.
But how could the Karja have brought on the Glinthawks?
If I ever get a break from them, I'll see if I can spare a man to follow the trail. Guaranteed, there's a Karja at the other end.
Well, my
What
nephew
exactly
is
do you do
active.
here?
I'm the mayor. Mostly because I was too drunk to say no when my brother asked me. Tell me where he is, and I'll lay him to rest once we get these Glinthawks to flock off.
You'll find him due south of here, along the river.
Damn that fool. That bung. That lunkhead. Thank you for being with him at the end.
Why don't I investigate why the Glinthawks are attacking? You've got your hands full.
Really? No one ever offers to help me. You, any good at tracking?
You could say that.
All right, then. Let me know what you find. Hammer to steel, a Karja's behind all this.
Cool, so we have our quest.
That device is sending out a signal. Might be what's attracting the Glinthawks.
Turn off! Turn off!
What are you doing?
By the sun! It won't turn off!
What is it?
I didn't make it. I scrounged it from a workshop. Whatever it is, ever since it's been on, these Glinthawks have been attacking. I don't know how to make it stop!
Destroy it, Aloy.
Well, that should do it. Now start talking. Why are you scrounging gear you don't even understand?
My customers demand extraordinary pieces best found at the fringes of civilization. My tales of adventure only increase their value. Where others only dare tread, I flourish. No mountain climbs too high that I can't mount it. My trade demands sacrifice.
Including the sacrifice of innocence? Those Glinthawks swooped down and attacked everyone.
I didn't mean for that to happen. I sought only to sate the appetites of rich nobles who never leave their mansions.
You mentioned you found the device in a workshop?
Yes. I camped out atop the snowy eastern ridge. No easy climb even in my best years, but I girded my...
Enough. Were there any other devices at this workshop?
abandoned equipment, the likes of which I've never seen. A peculiar silo remained impervious to my attempts to open it. As I searched, I wondered how many secrets lie hidden in this world, as we, in our ignorance, go about our daily...
Your point?
Oh, no, I didn't see another device. But one could still be there, waiting to unleash its horrors.
Did you know this whole time that device was luring Glinthawks?
By the sun, no! I stashed it here for a while, but when I came back, I was nearly beheaded by one of those flying terrors.
This device is dangerous. I have to find that workshop and make sure it's the last. Where is it?
On the eastern ridge, just beyond my campsite. But after I descended from the workshop, a cracking above me signaled my doom. I dove into the river mere moments before an avalanche took out the path. You can't reach it now. The climb is too perilous.
I'll take my chances. You just stay away from that workshop and try not to cause another mess.
Cool. So we know what's causing it and we know where. So let's get that done. What else can we talk?
The workshop was near his campsite on the eastern ridge.
That's a perfect example of Oseram armor. As I was saying before, they layered their normal garb with metal to turn it into armor. Really cool aesthetic to look at. Like everything is like not work, but like I don't know what's the word. I'm gonna have to look in the art book to like figure out, like remember what their explanation of their armor and stuff was. The art book is a great resource, and if you want another great resource to learn about stuff in this game, I would highly suggest the YouTube channel Random Side Quest. They are not necessarily exclusively Horizon content, but their channel kind of turned into that, and everything is easy to understand, very simply explained, and honestly, the community over there is brilliant. I'm part of it, so it's got to be brilliant. And honestly, having played this game and then coming back to it years later, that YouTube channel has been a wonderful refresher for me in particular. If I remember, after this stream goes up, I will put a link to the channel in the description, as well as the channel to the playlist for this LP, and then the playlist for because they've segmented some of their videos into playlists. So if you want to head over there, make sure you give them some support. I would say go over there and tell them that I sent you, but they have no clue who I am, so it's okay. Anyhow, let's ride. Just remember, guys, I'm still looking for names for our mounts. Obviously, our Strider is Isabel, and now we have this Charger, which I haven't overridden, so I don't know why a Charger appeared, but we still have our Broadhorn, and yeah, so we got 2 more names that we need, particularly female names. I'm not too fussed about the origin of the names, but if you want to tell me where the name came from, or if it's the name of someone that you know, by all means put that in there. Oh, that's a Stormbird. Might have to fight that in a little while. Chargers. I haven't spoken about Chargers yet, and I probably should. Chargers are similar acquisition machines to Broadheads and Striders. Of course, their tools are a bit different. They are more for cutting down grown foliage and trees, rather than tilling the soil and grass. They do acquire blaze and do transport it to cauldron facilities. I need a grazer heart as well. Oof. And your first instinct was to attack me, Grazer. Ow. Seeing as you wanted to cause a problem. That's cool, I don't mind spinning the shards. And you dropped a heart. I need that. Grazer heart, excellent. I think I'll go on foot from here because our mount will just get destroyed by everything. So those 2 died from 1 hit. That is actually impressive. Let's not have the blaze roll down the hill because we need that. I think the other one fell off the hill. Oh, it's just there. But can I get to it? Yes.
Lucky me.
Another grazer heart. That's cool. Let's get up to this workshop and we can talk about how the... Oh, this is Stormbird territory. This is not good. We can talk about how the Oseram dealt with the Red Raids. So, as you can see from the map, Oseram territory is frightfully close to Karja territory. They're just northwest, somewhat northwest. Obviously the Banuka quite far. This isn't only a small portion of Oseram territory, just to let you guys know. We have Free Heap down here, and then Pitch Cliff, and there's another one, and I can't remember exactly where it is. I know I walked past it, but it's not on the map. Oops, not that one. There is a larger settlement, I assume that would be
soaked from melted snow.
A bit further north from here, or like a bit further northeast from here. I'll try and see if I can find the data log for that one as well, because that one would be nice to have. Oh gosh, I don't know how Aloyd made that jump, but okay. There we go. The campsite discovered, so I'm not going to die too quickly and have to do all of this again. I don't like this climb all the way up here. But they were subject to the Red Raids as well. But unlike the Nora who pushed the Karja even further away, the
Here's the
13th
Scourge's
Sun King
campsite, so the
Duran,
workshop can't be far. If I can
that's
find
his
a way
camp.
around the avalanche.
Make sure I save. The 13th king was actually overthrown by the 14th, Avad, and Avad was going to be killed by his father, but fled to the claim to ask the Oseram to help him overthrow his father and defeat the Karja. Well, the 13th Duran's Karja. Oh my gosh! I'm glad they put that in there. Whoa, game. What is this? What is this? There we go. Some things are a bit funky, but they did like put stuff in place so you didn't like fall to your death, but at the same time doesn't help you get back up. But yeah, Eren mentioned that when we spoke to him way back when. His sister, Ursa, became a member of the Vanguard, to which Eren is also part of, alongside the Oseram freebooters that aided in the retaking of Meridian. They were also responsible for the Great Elevator in Meridian, which we will, when we get there, I'll show it off, and they use their skills in order to benefit the Karja, and are a frequent sight with the Karja. If you guys remember back to Olin is, I want to say, your most typical example of an Oseram. He's an explorer. He is, oops, I didn't even see that one. He's an explorer. I love that section. That was a great climb. He's an Oseram. He's a delver. He knows his ways around machines. The concept of him getting a focus is not beyond reality. That was a long leg. 2 long legs. Oh, let's be careful here, because I might be able to override it if it comes close enough. Yo. Long legs are always dangerous. I actually need long leg parts. Oh gosh, that hurt. So where you have to go down to? That should be it. Oh, that's metal shells. I need echo shells as well, because I need them for my tear blast. Oh, and that is a ice bellowback. That is a freeze bellowback. Freeze bellowbacks are just as bad as fire bellowbacks, but you can take them down in pretty much the same way. Is there any other machines here? Yes, there are. Yes, there are. Oof. The game has thrown me like all the machines today.
Calm, calm.
Normally that's enough to take them down. Sometimes you can shoot a machine in the head, and that will derail their shots. Oh crap, I'm out of arrows. That's fine. I'll just use my hunter arrows. That's fine. There we go. So that'll be less for me to deal with when I get back down there. So they ended up siding with Avad and helping him build the Kadra as we see them at the moment. But there are quite a few Oseram that are not against, well, they are against, they are more than willing to go and fight the heck out of the Kadra. But there are numerous Oseram that have ill will towards the Kadra, and fittingly so. A bellow back lens and a scavenger box. Have I talked about boxes? I don't think I have. Definitely something I have to do. We're running out of supplies as well. Oof, I see you.
I'll bet Allure brought that Stormbird here. If I find any and destroy them, the machine should leave.
So that's one.
There, Allure.
Stormbirds can see you from a very great distance. When they get airborne, that is like the big problem. This one looks like this one has. This thing is not being helpful. You're on top of my head. So its lightning gun is on its front, its engines. Please go to your other perch. Please go to your other perch. Thank you. Oh, you are asking for it.
I can still get the upper hand.
Ow. Well, that explodes. Oof. That was an easy Stormbird fight. I want to see if I can try and hit that lightning gun. If I remember correctly, the lightning gun is weak to tear. Oops. Okay, let's make this fun. This fight a little bit more fun. Ow! Oh, that's a gap. No! Oh, that was close. And now you fly so high I can't hit you. Okay. How is that fair, game? How is that fair, game? How is that fair? He's got a lock on me.
Here they come.
Where is it? Oh, there you are. That really hurts. Oof. You gave me the opportunity. Momentarily hold to override just to kill you again. Oh, this takes so long. You are mine. Oops, I didn't actually mean to toggle that so quickly, but I guess.
They know where I am.
You know, the thunder gun took so much damage. Oh, yeah. That wasn't unlucky.
That's one problem solved. Now I better find and disable any lures.
Yeah. Thunderbirds hurt, man. What is my sister burning downstairs? Okay.
Done. No more lures. Now about this workshop.
You can just disable the laws and just expect the Thunderbird to disappear, but sometimes it doesn't, so I'd rather just take it out.
Whoever this Derval is, it sounds like he's made a lot of enemies. For good reason, too. Now to bring word back to Pitchcliff.
Cool, time to go back, but we will fast travel because that is easier than running all the way back.
I've never been more terrified in my life.
Cool. I have great love and appreciation for the Oseram because I feel like if I was born into this world, and I was to be born to one of these four main tribes, I would either be a Banuk or an Oseram. Like, I like tinkering with stuff and I like blowing stuff up. It also happens to be what the Oseram like. But like the Banuk have this really intense spiritual side with the machines and stuff, and that would be cool.
You'll be happy to know I found another one of those lures and destroyed it. Should be the last you'll hear of it.
By fire and spit, you went above and beyond. How do you know there won't be any more?
The workshop where I found it was long abandoned. You're safe.
Good. My troops want to spit and shake your hand, as my brother would have. On behalf of Pitchcliff and my family, I thank you.
Cool. That was a nice adventure into the claim. I guess we could. I guess we can.
Keep an eye on those carja.
Don't worry, my guy. Don't worry. Where is he actually? I guess he left the area after that. But I guess we can work our way back down. I don't know where the other settlement is, and I have a feeling if I keep going north, there is one here. It's either that way or the Banuk, but let's actually go have a look. 'Cause normally I'll do this stuff off camera, but let's explore the claim. That's gonna hurt. It didn't. That's a surprise. Supply crate. Supply crate. There's the only two left.
Is it just me, or do people walk slower?
Oh, it's up there. They do hide these in weird places sometimes. Is it me or they always contain blaze? Because like I always need blaze. But yeah, that's pretty much this quest done. But do remember about the laws, because they'll come in handy in the future. I do like the fact that this game does give you stuff to think about ahead of time. But yeah, we will head. Oh, that lighting is brilliant. Yeah, we'll head north for a bit. So this entire area is Pitchcliff. Down here is Free Heap. I think we'll head back to Free Heap because I do have a mission to do there. But let's head north. Let's see where this goes. Let's put a marker so I don't forget where we're going. Again, another charger. I haven't overridden a charger. This is weird. I do like this area. Oh god. The only thing I dislike about the fact that they have all these things living in their backyard. And they have long legs too. Come on. Come on. Now you're just being mean.
Now they're hunting me.
Oh gosh. Oh gosh. Oh gosh. Getting washed downstream. How did I miss the rock like that? How did I miss the rock like that? Come on, man.
Snow haze. White as bone. That thought got dark.
Oh. This is the bandit camp, isn't it? Please tell me this is not a bandit camp. Oh, this is going to be a bandit camp, isn't it? This is going to be... Oh, this is a bandit camp. Is it a bandit camp? Let's find a spot to... Yes, it's a bandit camp. Shit. Oh, sorry. Excuse my language. Doo-doo. Oh, that's not good. I guess we have to do this while we're here. And I don't have enough to... Cool. I can dip and see what's in my... what I need. What I need. Thank you, game. Thank you for always giving me what I need. There we go. don't know if I can hit him from here. That might be a bit of a long shot.
More than equipped to take you on.
Oof. That was hard. It's like made the mistake and found a bandit camp. Mercenary warrior. Maybe they're not. Maybe this is not really a bandit camp. Just have to be careful.
I think this one's dead.
I can't get it from here, can I? Oh my god. Oh my god. I didn't mean to find a bandit camp. That was not the aim for today.
Right here, you sawed-offs.
Oh gosh. Did he honestly shoot me from all the way over there? I need something incendiary.
Nowhere to run now! You're...
Large, regroup! Too high! There! Looks like she means to fight.
Keep your head down. We're down, but we're not out.
Yep, didn't mean to use those ones. Clearly these guys are using rattlers against me.
Hate this weapon, I miss.
This one's yours.
Whoa, their arrows do so much damage.
Move in. Got you now.
Oh, I dodged that so badly. How did I miss that shot? Come on. Oops. You thought you could get away from me? No one gets away from me. Oh, it's hot in here. Who else is here? I think there's a way to go up and over, but I can't remember it off the top of my head. Who else is here? Who else is here? Why? I guess they were mercenaries, not bandits. So I guess I come here later on a quest. I guess so. So it was a mercenary camp, not a bandit camp. Okay, that's good to know. I guess I can end the episode here. In the next episode, we'll magically pop up in Free Heap, and we'll take things from here. Because I know it's 3 settlements, but I can't remember where the last one is. Anyhow, if you guys liked what you saw here today, please make sure you slap that like button, subscribe if you haven't already, share with your family and friends, ring the bell to get notified of more content coming your way thick and fast. And I've been your boy Lan-hikaru, and I will catch you guys later.